to my little Alaskan cabin. My name is Bill, and I live a little bit remote. Not totally remote, like totally off the road system or anything. I am on a road. I do have electric and water and things like that. But I do live outside of any town or city, so that is somewhat remote. And today, I'm gonna show you around my place. It is the springtime. Things are coming alive, so let's take a tour. As you can see, we still got a little bit of snow left right there, and a couple piles here and there, but almost all the snow is gone. And you can even see way out there, there's no snow, but all that white out there is ice on a little pond. There's about a 5 to 7 acre pond right over there that still has ice on it. If you're new here, jump back several videos. I had a huge dirt pile right through here. It went clear from the gravel over there all the way down to right in this area, and it was higher than the connexes. And there's a plane flying right there. Within 3 or 4 miles, there's like a half dozen private airstrips around here. So there's a lot of personally owned planes in this area. And there's a mosquito flying around me. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I had a huge dirt pile right here. And it was higher than the connexes. I could almost step from the connex over onto the dirt pile. Well, last year, I took that dirt pile that was here and I pushed it all down over there and flattened all this out. Let's take a walk over this way a little bit. Got a lot of water standing here. Whoa. This is really soupy mud here. Get that water running out of there. But look at all this soupy mud. Wow. Good thing I got my boots on, my extra toughs. Anyways, let's walk down this way. So I took all that dirt and I filled all this area in. You can see how much I filled in. From that birch tree right there, all down here is fill dirt. Basically the bottom of that birch tree and those trees right there is the natural height of the ground, and then it slopes down here. Right here it's about 3 feet of fill. And let's walk over this way. There is some erosion here. Unfortunately, I was doing this in the fall and I didn't get any grass growing before it really started raining hard and stuff like that. I think you can see there is some grass here and there. It is starting to grow. And if you look up through there, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a green tint. And that's the grass just starting to grow. But look at this big water erosion coming down through here. All this washed out. Old junk camper on a neighbor's property right here. My property goes right down to this string here with the tape on it. So we'll go over here to the corner. So right here's the approximate corner. The surveyor, when he was surveying, He found the corner stake, he found something else, and they were about 3 feet apart, so he put a stake in halfway between them. It is what it is, it doesn't matter to me. But this is all my property, and you can see how much it slopes, I think. My head is probably at the base of all that fill dirt right now. So my property goes out that way and straight up that way. So let's walk back up this way. The reason I took all that dirt and filled it in here is this ground was pretty much unusable. It sloped way down. It sloped down too fast. So it wasn't very usable for anything. But now, if you take a look up over there, you can see it still slopes down this way, but it's fairly flat. So it's actually usable as a yard now. Kids can be out there playing, different things like that. You can grow a garden that's not on a hillside, different things like that. I gotta walk up through all this brush because that dirt is too soft right now. And over on this side, I kind of just fanned out the dirt until it was somewhat at this level of the virgin ground here. Yeah, see, look, I can't even step down in this dirt without it squishing everywhere, and I don't want my footprints all through it. But I think right up here it'll be fine. Yeah, so you can kind of see, ignore the house right back there. You can kind of see how it's nice and flat all through here. Still got a little bit of snow left right there. My burn pile. You can kind of see a wet mark right through here where all the water from the melting snow and the rain just all runs right down through the center. But I think you can also see all these rocks. This ground is very rocky ground. Once you dig down a little bit, it's pure gravel. And right through here is where my septic is. So between that pipe and this pipe is my leach bed. So we had to dig all this up, and we had to dig down about 5 feet into the gravel. We had gravel piled all over the place, so it all got mixed in. First time walking around trying to get some of these sticks moved out of the general yard here. I left a few clumps of trees here and there. Tried to keep it somewhat natural. So right here is where my rabbit hutches used to be. The what was it? The two females and the two bucks, well, the two does and the buck were right there. Johnny Ringo, Lola, and Babs were right there, and then I had the female grow out hutch here and the male grow out hutch right here. So yeah, I really like this property now. It's usable, it's looking nice. Several people have stopped by that's never been here before, first time ever being here, and all they can say is how nice this property really is. They're just amazed at how beautiful and amazing this property is. Let's take this stick over and throw it in the woods here. Here's the back side of my cabin. Big 300-gallon fuel tank. A little bit of snow left right here. And my property goes, I don't know if you can see that big birch tree right there. It has a marking ribbon on it, a pink marking ribbon. That's approximately the property line, and it goes out that direction. I'm leaving all this pretty much natural. Over time I might pick up a lot of the stuff that's fallen down, but I'm gonna leave it natural, leave it woods. Helps to maintain the privacy back here, and that's one reason I built back off the road. I like the privacy. My 2000 F350 Super Duty, that's actually sold. Dusty from Dusty Bottom Boys is buying it. He's going to be making payments on it. But until that time comes, it's sitting here waiting for it. Here's my animal shelter that I built. I made a video or two about building these. Definitely jump back and take a look at those if you haven't already. This is 4x4. It's completely plywood on the inside, and the walls, floor, and ceiling are insulated. And I just love this metal on it. Real tree camouflage. Right here is one of the areas I pushed all the snow right down into there with the excavator. And a perfect place to push the snow. It all runs down over there. Right there's my well. And I do have an outlet at the well just in case I want to put anything down here or need to plug something in. I absolutely love this property. Really, really love this property. There's my driveway. I do have a couple neighbors across the road out there, but I like the driveway. It is, I believe, 350 feet to right about here from out on the road. So just over a football field's length from the road back to here. And what's nice is the road is a gravel road, and in the summertime, if it's dry outside, it is so dusty when vehicles go up and down that road. I get zero dust back here from it. And then this area down here was always just mud. And last year, another video, I dug it out and I filled it in with gravel and everything, and I took all the mud and dirt and just pushed it off into those trees. And I think you can see this over here. I just pushed it back into these trees, and now this is an area where I can push snow. As you can see, there's still snow piled up back there. In the wintertime, I can just push the snow off the edge right there, right through there, and then back through here, and just let it melt. Really, when you live out here, you have to plan on where you're going to push snow and snow blow snow and things like that. You have to have a snow management plan. Basically, that's what it is, because it's not uncommon for us to have chest deep snow just out in the yard. Get that much snow, and that's not just 4 feet of snow we got. We actually got probably 20-25 feet of snow, because once it gets to be about 3 feet or so deep, it compacts in on itself. So as we get more and more snow, it just compacts in on itself, and it's pretty hard for it to get over about 4 or 5 feet of snow, because it just keeps compacting in on itself. But it happens though. There's places that have 10-20 feet of snow on the ground, but here pretty excuse me, I'm got a very slight chest cold on the tail end of it. But here you have to plan on where you're going to push snow and blow snow and that type of thing. These are my 3 last beams here, and I got this big heavy pipe triangle thing. Not sure what it was used for, but I got it. This stuff's still here, and you can see all the snow up here. I would blow snow, and I use the excavator, and I'd had the big 5-foot clean out bucket, and I just pile snow and push it back in there. So that's why there's still snow here. These beams are actually my neighbor's. He's come and gotten a few of the beams already, but these are all his beams. He needed a place to store them, so I'm like, I got room, bring them over. Those beams, I think technically are mine, but they're also his, so whatever happens, I don't care. I forgot these pallets were sitting here in the snow, and I crushed them with the excavator as I was pushing snow back, trying to dig out this area of snow and push it back up on the hill and things like that, and totally forgot they were there and just totally smashed them. I think I need to dig out this area right through here. It's dirt and stuff from washing down off the hillside, and then this area also was a deep pocket of dirt, meaning like natural gravel right here, and then it hit a deep pocket of dirt, and then natural gravel right over there. So this was like an extra foot deep of just dirt and sand and stuff. Here's my 2 connexes. They're 20 feet long, and then my neighbor needed some place to put some beams, but we've done a trade, so these are actually my beams now. But I got these beams up there as a roof. The roof is technically just temporary, just to keep water and snow off everything down here. My snow machine and my snow blower, I don't get to use that very often, unfortunately. And especially not now, the snow's done with. The low temperature over the last about 3 weeks, I think we've had 1 day below freezing, and the next coldest day was about 35 degrees in the morning. Every day it's getting up to minimum 45 degrees, and some days even hitting 55 degrees. Unfortunately, every day's like this, overcast and rainy. That's why we still have snow piles here. And that's why if you look up, there's no leaves on trees yet. Every day is cold and overcast. Otherwise, if we had nice sunny days with this much rain, the leaves would be out in full bloom right now. Unfortunately, they're not. Here's the backside of the Connex, which I don't show too often. Got my hand all wet. Woo. My hand all wet again. So I got plywood down, I got heavy duty tar paper down, and then I got this thick plastic down to keep water from dripping in. And even up here I got 2 layers of plastic. As you can see, this plastic, and then got my spare tires. These 3 tires, I don't know what I'm gonna do with. Probably just take them to the recycling place. That stack of tires actually goes with the truck. But man, just look at this area. It's absolutely amazing right now. I can't wait till all this grass comes in and it's looking like a real nice, beautiful yard. And then over here's my wood pile. I really need to get this wood pile cut up. It's starting to get all these fungus growing on the ends and stuff. All this stuff. Even the ones under there, the ends are all getting the fungus put on them, or growing on them. So I need to get it all cut up into rounds like this, about a foot 15 inches long, and stacked probably somewhere over in here. Put down some pallets, make a little woodshed type thing, and stack it all. Really love this place. I wish I could walk down through there, but that's just soupy mud now. You see those three orange stakes there? There's a naturally growing blueberry bush right there. So I put the stakes around it so I won't run it over or anything. I do need to fill some of that in with some dirt. That's a low area. I think you can see some grass growing right there, some patches of greenish brown. That's grass growing, and if you look real carefully out over there, you can see a green tint. That's the grass growing. If you made it this far, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It can really help out the channel, and it's free, so it doesn't cost anything. So definitely consider subscribing. Also, if there's any type of Alaska content you'd like to see, let me know. I can't promise anything, but maybe I can make something happen. Maybe do some fishing or hiking, exploring, I don't know what all, but we can maybe do a few things. My Starlink is there, it's still working great. And some of you have been here for a long time, so you know this is where I plan on building. My plans is a 85 by 50 building with 50 by 65, so 50 by 65 being the garage shop, and then 25 by 50 being the house. And that's why that shed is right there. That's the where my water comes up in, and the utilities and all that type of stuff come up in there. That's going to be the utility room in the final build. So got all this cleared out. It's looking good, and you can see how much I had to dig out all the way around here to get down to virgin gravel. So I plan on building this up a little bit and then backfilling all that once the place is built. And you can see how much I dug out around there. Well folks, I hope you like this walk around this in the springtime. Unfortunately, I wanted to do some birch tree tapping to get the syrup, but things got away from me and didn't get a chance. So anyways, as I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Thanks everyone.